Hey everybody, I haven't made a video in a while because nothing's happened, but now something did, and I want to talk about the surgery I just had. And you might be able to tell from the sound of my voice that I have a little trouble with my sinuses going on, and I don't always sound like this, but 4 days ago, I just had a septoplasty and a turbinate tissue reduction, and I am still in the recovery phase. I still have the stents in my nose. I get them out in 3 more days, and so far I'm doing okay, but I have to say this has been a very difficult first 4 days because I can't breathe out of my nose, but maybe for a scattered few hours every day. I am rinsing with saline as prescribed, although that does not help any. As far as the breathing, it actually makes it worse. And and I know it's supposed to keep it moist and it's supposed to help keep infection down, but it sure would be nice if it would actually alleviate some of the breathing issues, though it does not. It makes it worse. So there's nothing you can do because you can't blow your nose. You can't do anything about it. And I'm hoping that once I get these the stents out of my nose in a couple of days, that I will be much better off as far as the breathing goes and getting air in. And you know, I watched a video on the procedure to see what they actually do to perform a septoplasty and tissue reduction. It is not pretty. I would definitely advise that you do not watch one of those before you have your procedure done, and maybe not at all. So you don't want to get freaked out to the point where you don't want to do it, but I'm hoping that it'll be worth it in the end when it's all said and done. At this point, there is some positives to it, even though I'm only a few days in, and that would be that at night, I actually, once I can get it to clear up a little bit, and I'll tell you how I do that in a second, I actually can get some good airflow through my nose, and I actually sleep much better already. So I'm very excited to see what it's like when I get the stents out and get that full airflow through my nose. Now, what I do is, after I rinse, I have a lot of clogging right at the outer edges of my nose. So I'll actually very gently take a Q-tip and kind of free some of that up. I know it's kind of gross, but what are you going to do? It is gross. So, not much I can do. So I clear some of that up, and it helps me to be able to breathe. Now, I sleep much better. Sleep very soundly for a while. I've been sleeping upright in a chair, or fairly upright in a chair. Although I think for the first time since the surgery 4 days ago, I think I'm going to actually try and sleep in my bed and try and be a little bit more comfortable even. Now, the worst part of this whole surgery has to be the clots, the blood clots that will come out. And they do. And it's not pretty. And it's going to feel like stuff hanging down in the back of your throat. It's not fun when they come out. I had one that was the size of a golf ball that came out. And let me tell you how not fun that was to get rid of that. Because it's thick, it's sticky, it didn't want to come off my tongue. It was just disgusting. But once it was out, man, I feel better. Oh, God, I felt better. So, you get rid of those, and, man, you feel like a million times better for a while until the next one. And then you're back to feeling like doo-doo again. So, but they get less and less. I've only had one in the last 24 hours. And it was much smaller, significantly smaller, and almost no blood at all in any of my excretions, if you will. So thus far, day 4 of post Septoplasty Turbinoplasty, I'm feeling okay. My nose is very sensitive, of course. So, it's to be expected after what they did. They cut out all of your cartilage here, and they basically reshape it, and they put it back in. And you might wonder, how do they actually, for a deviated septum, they cut out that cartilage. Well, how do they put it back in? Oh, well, I wondered the same thing. That's why I looked at the video. Now, you've seen what they do in a rhinoplasty when they, fix somebody's nose and the shape of it and the size of it and everything. Little chisel. Oh, man. So I'm a little sore up here and a little sore down here, so they could, put everything back together. But, can only imagine, what they actually did. But from all the videos that I've seen, that's what they do. So, will it be worth it? We'll find out. But so far, it has been better for sleeping. Not for breathing, for sleeping. I have been much better off. So, we will find out. I think it's going to be great. So, Septoplasty, Turbinoplasty, +4, day 4. I'm doing well. So anybody considering it, I would think do it. If you have a deviated septum or swollen turbinate tissue, I would definitely think it's something that you should do. And I mean, it was easy as 40-minute surgery or 30-minute surgery or something, and I was in recovery for like an hour or two, and then went home. Nothing. So I would do it again if I had to, because it's not that bad. But like I said, the worst of it still isn't even that bad. But it's hard to breathe, and the blood clots, that sucks. But they go away. And just think of it as like it's a week out of your life to fix breathing problems. Not that bad. It'll go away. So get it done. Do it. I would definitely recommend it. And if anybody has any comments on it, if anybody knows, had this done and they have their experience, and you want to tell me, about your experience with it, I'd like to hear it because I'm only on day 4, and I want to know what I'm looking forward to, or what I should be looking forward to, or what I should be afraid of at this point. So I'm kind of curious. So, all right, thanks.